Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Wissam Ahmed. I'm working as a penetration tester. This is not only my very first video on YouTube, but also my first video in English, as Arabic is my first language. So please share your feedback in the comment section below. So before we start, this tutorial is only for learning purposes. Today, I will be demonstrating how to chain three popular Windows and Windows application CVEs together, covering everything from payload delivery to reverse shell to privilege escalation. And I will cover some resistant techniques too. So let's get started. Alright everyone, before we dive into the demo, we need to download and install the necessary requirements to successfully achieve the chaining process. Some of these requirements, such as Windows 10 and Microsoft Office, I want to explain how to install them since they are commonly known. However, I will explain how to install and configure the rest. You can find the links to download these requirements in the description or in the comment section below. So let's get started.
Okay guys, our lab setup will be as in this illustrated figure. Initially we'll send an email to the victim. Once the victim clicks the link in the email, we will capture their Intel MV2 hash, which will allow us to perform various actions. Firstly, we can crack this Intel M hash offline using tools like Hashcat. Alternatively, we can change the CVE with another CVE to obtain a reverse shell when the victim clicks the link. We can also use the Intel MV2 hash for relay attacks, but I want to explain how to achieve this part.
So now we are going to install two Windows 10. First one will be our mail server machine. The second one will be our victim machine. So let's start. This is our virtual box. Click new. We'll name it Windows 10 21 H2. Use our Windows 10 ISO. Okay, next. Okay guys, we have installed our first Windows 10 machine, which will contain our mail server. Next we are going to install our hMailServer. So before downloading hMailServer, I have to install the .NET framework because the hMailServer is depends on it. So install .NET framework first, then we install this feature. Download hMailServer also. Okay guys, we have installed .NET framework. Next we'll install hMailServer. So open it. Yes. Next. I accept. Next. We will choose use built-in database. So next. Put our administrative password, which will be 123456. 123456. Install. From hMailServer administrator. Now connect. Just enter our administrative password 123456 and OK. Now we have installed hMailServer, which will be our mail server in this workstation. So first thing we have to do is to add the domain. So add, we'll choose ecorb.com. Can I choose any domain you want to add? We have to add the accounts to be associated with that domain. The first one will be wissam.ahmed1@ecorb.com, password 123456, and save. Now we are heading to add another one. Add wissam.ahmed2@ecorb.com, and password is 123456, and save. Now we have added the two emails to the domain we have just created. Now heading to settings, advanced. We will disable auto ban. Next we are going to IP ranges. Yes, I didn't save it. Yes. Okay. We'll click add. We will name it Cali Windows. We will give it a priority 25. Disable all of these because you will interrupt us during execution. So first thing is to copy our Kali IP and put it here, and put our Windows IP here. So I have now Kali, so I will open my Kali and take its IP. This is my Kali IP. I will copy it. Copy selection. Lower IP, I will put it here. For upper IP, I will leave it until I install my victim machine. So I will save it until here. Okay, I will add the same Kali machine until I install the victim machine. So I will take its IP and put it here. Go to logging and enable logging in all application and all of these. Just because if any issue arises, we can deal with it. Okay. Next thing, we are going to our Windows Defender and turn off our firewall. Going to public network and turn it off. Next, we are going to install our victim machine. So click new. We'll name it Windows 10 x64. Now, after installing Windows 10 machine, I will go to CMD and get this machine IP address. And back to our hMailServer machine. Okay, Windows rule. We'll put this IP here. Now this machine is ready to go and is finished. Okay, now we will this victim machine add a new user with low privilege so we can do a privilege escalation. Get into PowerShell. Yes, we'll enter as administrator. Now I have added a new user to this machine. Okay, now logging into this user. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now we will disable our Windows Defender. Let's go to Virus and Threat Protection. Manage setting. Turn off real-time protection. Your admin password. Yes. Now we will install our Microsoft Office and continue. Okay, we have installed Microsoft Office. Now we will go to Outlook. At ecorp.com. Add its password. In this field we will go to our mail server machine, cmd ipconfig. We will copy the machine IP and put it here and here and test account settings. Now everything is okay. Click next. Add another account. Manual setup. Next. Proper IMAP. I will paste my IP. Wissam.ahmed2. We'll put it here. This is the second email. At ecorp.com. Password 123456. Test account settings is completed. Everything is okay. We can press next. Okay, now we can finish. Now we have Wissam Ahmed 1 and Wissam Ahmed 2 successfully added to our Outlook. So we will just test reachability between two emails. I will send email to wissam.ahmed2 from 1. 2 from 1. 2 from 2. 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 2 from 2.
test email, any test, text, and send. Now go to this inbox, just refresh. Now we have received the email successfully. Now we will go to our Kali machine and install our CVEs GitHub scripts and continue with exploiting the CVEs on this victim machine. Now we are heading to exploit these Windows CVEs. We will start with Follina RCE, so let's begin. First of all, I will open my terminal. I will make a directory called Wissam so we can work from it. cd Wissam. Okay, now we are in the directory. So split this terminal into two terminals. This one will be for exploiting Follina CVE, and this one will be for opening our Python HTTP server. You can clone the Follina RCE script. So I have to mention here that this Follina script is not for me, it is for John Hammond, the one who wrote the script. I just fixed the script and added some features to it. The main changes I did to this script, the virtual was not working, the John Hammond script. Okay, now ls cd2 this script HTTP server. Using Python 3, I will execute the Follina Python script. The virtual will be on this port. The HTTP server of the script will be on the port. And finally, I'm stating the netcap path. Now everything is working. So back to our victim machine. Open the browser. But in my Kali machine IP, combined with Python HTTP server port, press enter, go into this directory, Follina directory, download the Follina document, file location. Now this is our malicious document. Now open the document. Just enable editing, and as you can see, we took a virtual on our Kali machine. Who am I? Wissam Ahmed 2. So we have successfully exploited the Follina POC. We are now heading to the new Outlook vulnerability, which is called MonikerLink. Split this terminal into two terminals, this time horizontally. So on the first one, git clone this script, cd into this script, ls change mode, okay, now it is executable. Before executing this script, we are going to modify it a little bit so it can comply with our lab CVE. Okay, this is the CVE script. Comment this line, save it. In the above terminal, while using Python to execute this Python script, stating our SMTP server, its port, the sender email, the receiver email, SMB URL that is going to trigger the vulnerability, the subject of the email, the username of our SMTP server, and its password. In this terminal, while using npacket SMB server to listen all interfaces in this directory. Execute this script. So here email sent successfully. Go into here, update, and we receive the email. All we have to do is to click this link and this will trigger the vulnerability. As you see, after just clicking the link, we received the NTLM v2 hash for this user. Now what we can do is to take this hash
and crack it using hashcat. Let's split this terminal, create a new text file and put this hash in it. Copy and paste it here and save. Now we will use hashcat to crack this hash. Enter. Successfully able to crack it. ls. We'll find that there is a new text file called the crack has been created. Cat cracked txt and the password is 123456. Okay guys, we will change the Follina CVE with MonikerLink CVE. Then we will use the CLFS CVE to escalate the privilege. Let's maximize this. We will change directory to MonikerLink ls. We will use this command, prepare it in our terminal. We will change it a little bit. For now, let's continue to other terminal. We will firstly here in this terminal change directory to Follina directory. Now we want to open an SMP listener in this directory to able to reach this file from any PC in the network, and we will change this SMP URL pointing to this Follina document. So once the victim receives the mail and click the link, this will trigger and exploit the MonikerLink CVE. Then we'll exploit the Follina CVE. Then we will continue to do privilege escalation. So open an SMP listener and we'll spread this terminal horizontally to open another terminal and start to exploit the Follina RC. Use this command. But before we execute this command, we just need two more terminals. In this terminal, we will split it vertically into two terminals. ls. Make a new directory called the PrivEsc. Then we will copy netcat to this directory. Change directory to this directory. Download this CLFS exploit file into this directory. Create a new bat file called PrivEsc.bat. Enter this line into this file. Save it. Open a HTTP server so we can download this file from the shell we will take here. Once we receive a shell here, we will download this file into the victim PC and use them to make a privilege escalation. Now in this terminal, split into two terminals and open a netcat listener on this port. Now go to first terminal, and before we execute this command, we will just change it a little bit. And instead of any.rtf, replace it with Follina.doc. We are now pointing to Follina.doc, which is here. We are now ready to go. Just enter. Now back to the victim machine. All we have to do is to click this link. Now back to Kali Linux. We have received the virtual directory to see who am I. As you can see, this user is Wissam Ahmed too. So let's go to desktop. Make a new directory called hacked. Change directory to this new directory. We will download netcat here and the bat file. Finally, the exploit.exe do ls. We can now see all files here. This will exploit CLFS, causing privilege escalation, and we will receive the new escalation on this netcat listener. So let's execute this command. As you can see, we took a new virtual do who am I, and as you can see, we successfully did a privilege escalation. Now we can do a lot of things in case of persistence. Add a new user called Wissam.Ahmed3 and password of 123456. Add this user to administrator group. We can add Wissam Ahmed 2 also.
net local group administrators. Now the three Wissam Ahmed are a local administrator on this machine, and we have successfully escalated our privilege.
Thank you guys for watching. As I mentioned, this is my first English video on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate your comments and feedback to help me improve and enhance this experience. Thank you again for watching and have a wonderful day.